Welcome to Father Ed Hustedde Gymnasium, Dennis Reeder Court for the varsity match between the Musketeers from Redbud High School and your Gibault Hawks. But before we get started, we are going to have the 2021-22 Hall of Fame induction ceremony celebrating father-son duo Terry and Steve Socek. Pep band is coming out, so things are getting set up. I'm going to briefly put the microphone on mute once the ceremony gets underway, which I believe is about to happen right now.
Good evening. Ask if you would please have a seat. We will be inducting a couple members into the Sports Hall of Fame in just a minute. Good evening. My name is Jim Montgomery, and I'm the athletic director here at the high school. About a month ago, our super fans put out a theme for all of our home games, and tonight was designated a Socek night. Little did they know how right they were going to be. This evening, we'll be bringing two people into our Sports Hall of Fame, and I think we may be making history tonight. For the first time ever, we are bringing in a father and a son, Steve and Terry Socek. I'd like to take just a minute to tell you a little bit about our inductees this evening. Our first inductee is a 2011 graduate of Gibault Catholic. And although we've had a number of very talented golfers over the years, Steve is arguably the best golfer this school has ever produced. Steve competed in the state tournament in 2007, 2008, and 2009. In 2009, he fell just 2 strokes short of winning an individual state title, finishing second out of the entire field. That's what we refer to as the second place state championship. In 2008, 2009, and 2010, Steve was the Belleville News Democrat Player of the Year. In 2009 and 2010, he was the Metropolitan Golf Coaches Association Player of the Year. And in 2009, Steve was awarded the St. Louis Post-Dispatch First Team Honors. Steve went on to play golf in college and was National Junior College Athletic Association First Team All-American in 2012 and 2013, before finishing his college career at Division I SIU Carbondale. So Steve, it's an honor to be able to bring you in as the newest member of the Gibault Catholic Sports Hall of Fame.
Real short, because we have a basketball game to play. But about 2 weeks ago, Mr. Montgomery told me that they're going to induct my dad into the Hall of Fame. And I thought that was going to be really cool. And I said, I got one little detail that we should add. I said, let's induct me the same night. That way I can steal some of his thunder. But I want to thank my dad, my mom, all my teammates, coaches, teachers. Without them, I wouldn't be here today. But yeah, thank you. This is awesome.
Our next inductee has been a member of the Gibault coaching staff for 30 years. But he's done much more than that. Terry was also a teacher for 35 years. He has been a head baseball coach, a head basketball coach, a grade school coach, and of course he's been a longtime golf coach and is still a scratch golfer today. Most of us are familiar with the success that Coach Reeder has had with our basketball program. And I feel confident in saying that some of that success is because of Terry. Coach Reeder has over 750 career wins, and Terry has been around for more than 500 of those victories. Coach Reeder likes to tell the story of the 1999 team that went to state. Gibault had a dominant inside player that year named John Thomas that some of you may remember. What you don't remember is that John Thomas was not a good free throw shooter. In fact, to quote Coach Reeder, he was a terrible free throw shooter. Around Christmas time, Terry started working with him every day, 30 minutes a day, sometimes more. By the time we got to the tournament, John Thomas was a 70% free throw shooter. That improvement played a large part in getting us to the championship game. There are many more stories like that we could tell, but you won't hear them from Terry. One of the things that sets Terry apart is not only his loyalty and commitment to the Gibault basketball program, but it's also his humility. Terry's focus has primarily been on the underclass players, but his impact has been felt throughout the entire program. Terry, you are certainly one of a kind, and you are truly a coach's coach. I'd like to congratulate you on your well-deserved induction into the Gibault Sports Hall of Fame.
Special. Again, to be acknowledged by everyone in the Gibault community. Again, 28 years ago, again, the year of the flood in Valmeyer, again, the school decided they didn't need me as coach at that time, in 1993. A lot of you remember that. And Coach Reeder and myself, again, we played each other for quite a few years before that. And he said to me, he said, well, why don't you come over here and help us for a year? If you like it, fine. If not, go do what you want to do. And so I came over, and again, it's been wonderful. Like I said, 30, 28 years, whatever it is. Again, so many special moments here. Again, as Mr. Montgomery said, again, the state tournament in '99. Again, coach's 700 victory. The regionals, many sectionals. Again, that we've gone to that I probably wouldn't have had a chance if I stayed where I was, no offense. Again, but pretty much bottom line about this, I mean, we haven't been great in the last few years, but one thing I can really say about Gibault kids is these kids come out every day and give an effort. I mean, great work, but they give an effort every day. Finally, and like I said, I'd like to thank the Gibault Hall of Fame Selection Committee. Again, Coach Reeder for letting me tag along for as long as I have. Again, and one special thanks to my special lady, Rita. But thanks a lot, folks, for coming out. Appreciate it.
I would invite friends and family from Terry and Steve to join us at the conclusion of the varsity game in the cafeteria for some cake and punches and some probably pretty good stories. Thank you.
going together to the Gibault Athletics Hall of Fame. Thank you for everything that they've done for Gibault Athletics over the years.
You know what that music means, about to enter the court. It is your Gibault Hawks. This is Todd Bisk, your voice of Gibault Hawks Basketball Online, bringing you this varsity match between the Musketeers from Redbud High School and your Gibault Hawks. We welcome you to Dennis Reeder Court, Father Ed Hustedde Gymnasium. We just finished the Hall of Fame induction ceremony. Father and son duo Terry and Steve Sochek going into the Gibault Athletics Hall of Fame. In the JV match, Gibault came away with a 44-39 victory. Back and forth the whole game. Great defense played by both teams. Gibault had a 7-point lead with just a couple of minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Redbud came all the way back, took the lead by 1. Gibault drained a three-pointer and then a couple of free throws to come away with the 5-point victory. Teams are just starting their pregame warm-ups, so we've got about 14 minutes to go before we start this varsity match. So we're going to let you enjoy the music from the Gibault Pep Band underneath the direction of Mr. Scott Ruppel. Welcome again to Dennis Reeder Court, Father at Hustedde Gymnasium for this varsity match. We've got about 2 minutes to go in pregame here before this one gets underway. It is an absolute full house here at Dennis Reeder Court. Fans from both sides filling the gymnasium. And both teams are heading to the bench, so we are just about ready to get underway with the pregame introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dennis Reeder Court at Gibault High School. Please for tonight's matchup between Red Bud Musketeers and the Gibault Hawks. Please rise as we pray. Your good gracious Father, you have created us to strive for the best. Grant you all athletes, coaches, and fans strength to pursue excellence during this event and all that we do. We pray for the safety of these athletes, protect them from injury and harm. And finally, we pray for your grace that you provide us with the endurance to pursue our heavenly prize. Eternal life in your Son. Amen. Now please remain standing for the singing of our national anthem by Gibault student Caroline Guringer.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets from galore, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And now let's make the start lineup first when visiting Red Bud Musketeers. Number 1, Junior Devin Paul. Number 3, James Lowe Captain. Number 24, Steve David Fair. Number 11, Steve Jared Stewart. Number 32, Simon Orleans. Next year,
here we go with the opening tip. Teams shake hands. It'll be Owen Scherf going up against Devin Hall. And the ball goes Redbud's way. Logan Kaplan with the ball. Knocked out of bounds by Gibault. Remains Redbud possession. Devin Hall with the ball. Goes all the way across court. Three-pointer. No good. Rebound to Gibault. Caden Augustine comes away with that. Gives it to Hanvey. Back up top to Scherf. Now to Augustine. Now Bollinger. Hanvey dribbles top of the key. Little 10-footer rims out for Augustine. Rebound to Redbud. Hall with the ball now for Redbud. Gives it to Dewald. Now to Caffel. Now to Hall. Backs his way in. Goes back outside to Logan Caffel. Ball stolen by Hanvey for Gibault. Gives it to Bollinger. Drives, dishes it to Augustine. Now back up top to Hanvey. Drives down the lane. Tries to hand it off to Green. Green was moving, trying to get position for a rebound. Thought Hanvey was going to take the shot. Ball goes out of bounds. Turnover to Redbud. Logan Caffel brings it up court for the Musketeers. Now to Leifer. Leifer drives, spins, lays it up and in. First basket of the game, Owen Leifer. Hanvey with the ball for Gibault. Guarded by Caffel. Now gives it to Green. Bollinger thought about the three. Three-pointer now by Hanvey. Good! Caffel with the ball. Guarded by Hanvey. Picks up his dribble. Tries to go underneath to Nick Fair. He was fouled. He'll go to the line shooting two. Foul called on Jude Green. First one, no good. Second shot by Nick Fair is up. That one's good. All tied up at 3. Just over 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Bollinger with the ball. Goes inside to Green. Green faces his man, drives down the ball, was stolen by Hall. They collapse in on Green. They come away with the steal. That is Devin Hall with the ball. Dishes it off, but Augustine was back there quickly for defense. The ball comes right back the other way. Bollinger gives it to Hanvey. Good! Fast-paced action there by the Hawks. Cathel drives down the lane, has the ball tapped away, quickly down court. Ian Bollinger lays it up and in. Fast break basket. Ian Bollinger. Logan Cathel with the ball in the corner for Redbud. Double teamed. Gibault tries to tie him up. Indeed, the tie-up is called. Ball goes over to Gibault on the possession arrow. Jude Green to inbound the ball. Gives it to Hanvey. Hanvey brings the ball across half court. Sets up the offense. They go to Green. He dribbles top of the key. Picks up his dribble, looking for someone to go to. Goes to Augustine. Augustine drives the lane, pulls up at the free throw line, drains it. Caden Augustine with his first basket, and Gibault with a 9-3 lead halfway through the first quarter. Shot up and off the glass by Owen Leifer is good. Quickly down court. Three-pointer, Jude Green, showing his range for Gibault. Drive into the lane, too strong. Jude Green comes away with the rebound. Quickly down court. There's Augustine, pulls it up. Gibault did not have numbers. Now Ian Bollinger tries to drive. Jude Green again for three. It's good! Gibault with 2 3-pointers from an unexpected source, Jude Green. And Gibault's out to a 10-point lead. A timeout called by Redbud. Team's coming back out on the court. 3:16 to play in the first quarter. Redbud to inbound the ball underneath their own basket. Gibault with a little pressure. They get the ball into Hall. He hands it off to Sternberg, who brings it across half court. Foul on Hanby. Coach Reeder not happy about that foul. Sternberg to inbound for Redbud. Gibault doesn't guard the inbounder, but they get it into Hall. Gives it back to Sternberg. Drives lane, goes in on Jude Green. Out of control on that shot, but Redbud comes away with the rebound. It's Nick Fair. Hands it off to Leifer. Now 3 by Sternberg is good. Handy hands it off to Augustine. They go up top to Kessler into the game now. Jude Green. Handy to Augustine. Ball stolen there by Leifer. Gives it to Hall. Knocked away. Good defense by Augustine. It'll remain Redbud ball. Good hustle play there after the steal, though, to get back. Leifer to inbound for Redbud. Looking for Hall underneath. Instead they find a wide open player for the three-pointer from the far side. No good. Augustine comes away with the rebound. Hanby with the ball. Finds Kessler. Little turnaround, no good. Gets his own rebound. Finds Augustine open for 3. Good!
Augustine.
Caden Augustine now with 5 points for Gibault. Ball almost stolen there by Handy. Mass substitution for Gibault. 3 players coming into the game. Cannon Augustine. Ian Bollinger came back into the game. Hudson Blank into the game. And Redbud does the same, bringing in three bodies for the last 2 minutes of the first quarter. And some of the starters with a couple minutes of rest. Redbud moving the ball around the perimeter. Logan Capel with the ball, gives it to Drew Groman. Try to find Hall, cutting on the inside, nothing there. Now to Sam Easter with the ball. Now Drew Groman. He's fouled. Foul called on Hudson Blank. 1:29 to go, first quarter. 10-point lead for the Hawks. Drew Groman with the ball for Redbud. Gives it to Hall. Goes to Cathell. Now back to Groman. Inside to Hall, up off the glass. It's good. Devin Hall with his first basket. Hudson Blank returns the favor just outside the free throw line. Back to a 10-point lead. Easter with the ball, guarded by Scherf, gets it inside to Cathell. He's called for the walk. Turnover to Gibault, 44.8 to go. Hudson Blank checks out. Caden Augustine back into the game for Gibault. His brother Cannon Augustine brings the ball up court. Gives it to Jude Green. Gibault going to hold the ball for the last shot of the first quarter. Green with the ball. Now to Scherf. Now to Bollinger. Coach Reeder just yelled out, one shot. 20 seconds to go. Now Augustine with the ball. That's Caden. 10 seconds to go. Caden drives, gives it to Scherf. Swings it around to Cannon Augustine, puts up the shot. He's fouled. He'll go to the line shooting 2 with 5.5 to go. Foul was on Trent Sternberg, his first, team's first for Redbud. Cannon Augustine at the line. First one is rims out. Let's hope the free throw shooting woes don't continue for Gibault from the JV game. They were able to pull it out at the end though. Second free throw, no good. Ball tapped out of bounds. Ball tapped out of bounds. Refs correct that call. It was tapped out by Gibault. Redbud will get the ball with 0.9 seconds to go underneath the Gibault basket. See if they can run a quick play. That ball tapped away. Neither team able to get a shot off. And after one, it's Gibault 20, Redbud 10. Redbud with the ball. Start the second quarter. Devin Hall with it. Gives it to Cathal. Double teamed. They try to find Hall underneath. Ball tapped away. Cathal comes back to get it. Now they go inside the Hall. Back outside to Dewald for three. Too strong. Hanvey comes away with the rebound for Gibault. Gives it to Bollinger. And pass there by Bollinger. Redbud on the fast break. Nick there lays it up and in. Hanvey with the ball. Now gives it to Bollinger. Drives baseline. Goes up. Air ball. Caught Gibault there. Forward. To get it. Hanvey now for three. Good. Cameron Hanvey with his second three-pointer of the night. Offensive foul called. That foul. Sorry, out of bounds on that one. Trying to get my scores up to date. Took my eye off it. Hanvey now with the ball. Gave it to Kessler. Now to Scherf. Now to Bollinger. Hanvey for three from the left side. No good. Too strong. Howell comes away with the rebound for Redbud. Hall gives it to Cathal. Now to Fair. Fair with a three-pointer air ball. That'll be Gibault's ball. Tried to pivot and go straight up. Didn't have the legs behind it. Hanvey thought he had Bowling for a wide open drive. Ian took his eyes off the ball just before it got to him, went off his fingers and out of bounds. Turnover to Redbud. Cathal brings the ball down court for the Musketeers. Now to Hall. Go inside to Leifer. Backs his way in, tries to go up. Didn't get a good shot off, but got his own rebound, gave it to Hall. And he puts a little 5-footer up and in. Quickly down court come the Hawks. Great move by Augustine, lays it up and in. Cathal with the ball. Now they go inside the Hall. They find the cutter along the baseline. That's number 11, Max Dewald, lays it up and in for Redbud. Gibault with a 9-point lead. Bollinger with the ball. Now Scherf with it. Gives it up to Kessler. Now to Augustine. Now to Hanvey. Back to Augustine. Drives baseline. He's fouled. That foul will be on number 32, Owen Leifer. That'll be his first, team second on Redbud. Couple substitutions for Gibault. Jude Green in. Hudson Blank also in. Quick inbound pass. Finds Cameron Hanvey for the easy bucket. Steal by Gibault. Quickly down court. Nice pass by Blank. Caden Augustine with the basket on a great pass by Hudson Blank. It's a 13-point lead for the Hawks. That pass goes off of Hall's hands. Scramble for it on the court. Tied up. The ball will go over to Gibault. Timeout on the floor called by Redbud. 13-point lead for the Hawks. We'll get that ticker with the scores. You can see Caden Augustine with 9, Cameron Henry with 10, leading the way for Gibault. It'll be Gibault ball inbounding underneath their own basket. .408 to go in the second quarter. Andy brings the ball across half court for Gibault. Gives it to Blank. They go inside to Jude Green. Faces his man, goes inside to Hanby, now back outside to Blank. Now Caden Augustine with the ball. Back up top to Blank. Now to Hanby. Now Jude Green thought about the three-pointer. He's hit 2 from there already. So they reset the offense. Hanby steps inside the three-point line, goes too strong off the back iron. Rebound goes to Dewald for Redbud. That foul on Caden Augustine. Oh. Nope, that foul was called on Blank. My mistake. His second. He checks out of the game. Caden Augustine into the game for Gibault. On the floor for Gibault. Bollinger. Both Augustine brothers. Jude Green and Gavin Kessler. Cathel with the ball, guarded by Augustine. Gets around him, drives to the lane, gets the basket and the foul. Blocking foul called on Ian Bollinger. Cathel goes to the line with a chance for the three-point play. And he gets it. Substitution for Redbud. And we're underway. 3 minutes to go in the first half. 10-point lead for Gibault, 29-19. Caden Augustine gives it to Bollinger. Now to Kessler. Now to Caden Augustine. Kessler with the rebound. Has the ball stolen from him by Leifer. After that shot by Caden Augustine, always off the mark. Cathel with the ball. Guarded by Caden Augustine. Now Sternberg. Drive on the lane, 32. Leifer, no good. Rebound to Jude Green. Throws that pass away. Tried to find Kessler. Throws it out of bounds. Turnover to Redbud. Sternberg to inbound. Gives it to Leifer. Back to Sternberg, who will bring the ball down. Cross half court. Guarded there by Caden Augustine. Sternberg, step back three, no good. Battle for the rebound. Goes off of Bollinger and out of bounds. It'll stay Redbud ball. Cathel to inbound. Gibault now guarding the inbound. He's having struggles trying to find someone. Goes all the way over the top to Sternberg. Sternberg drives. Gives it to Leifer. Guarded by Bollinger. Picks up his dribble. Now to Easter. Easter with a little 8-footer. Off the rim and in. Gibault quickly back down court. They find Cannon Augustine for 3 off the mark. Redbud quickly back down. Cathel with the ball. Hop skip, now back up top to Sternberg. Redbud's cut it to 8. 1:15 to go, first half. Easter with the ball now, picks up his dribble. 3-pointer. I believe that's Sternberg, no good. Jude Green with the rebound. 1 minute to go, first half. Hanvey tried to find Bollinger for 3. Ball goes out of bounds on that pass. Back over to Redbud. Couple of sloppy passes from Gibault in the last couple of minutes, resulting in some turnovers, but Gibault still with an 8-point lead. 50 seconds to go in the first half. Cathel with the drive. No good. Battle for the rebound. Bollinger comes away with it. Somehow gets it through to Augustine, who's fouled. Bollinger able to weave that pass through a couple Redbud defenders, get it to Caden Augustine. Didn't get the basket, but he was fouled, and he'll go to the line shooting 2. Foul was on Logan Cathel. That's only the 3rd team foul for Redbud. First one by Caden. It's good. Jude Green checks out. Scherf checks in for Gibault. Second free throw for Caden Augustine coming up. That one's good as well. Back to a 10-point lead. 30 seconds to go, first half. Gibault up by 10. Sternberg hands it off to Cathel. Now they go up top. That was to Lucht. Now to Leifer. Now they go inside to Cathel. He's fouled on that shot attempt. He'll go to the line shooting 2. 17.2 to go. Foul on Ian Bollinger, his second, team 6th for Gibault. First one is good. Second free throw coming up for Logan Cathel. That one is good. 8-point game, 15 seconds to go. Hanvey with the ball for Gibault, gives it to Jude Green. 10 seconds to go. Hanvey gives it to Bollinger, now back to Hanvey. Now to Jude Green. Hanvey for 3 at the buzzer, no good. And after the first half, Gibault with the 31-23 lead over the Musketeers from Redbud. Leading the way for Gibault, Caden Augustine with 11 points, no fouls. Cameron Hanvey, 10 points, 1 foul. Jude Green with 6 points, both coming from the 3-point line, 1 foul. Hudson Blank and Ian Bollinger each with 2 points, each with 2 personal fouls. For Redbud, pretty evenly distributed scoring. Logan Cathel with 5 points. Owen Leifer and Devin Hall with 4 points each. Nick Fair and Trent Sternberg each with 3. Max Dewald and Sam Easter each with 2. We will let you enjoy the sounds of the Gibault Pep Band under the direction of Mr. Scott Ruppel.
To redeem the ticket, you can redeem it at the gate where you came in. The winner of $90 is ticket 561918. 561918. Thank you. Also, we have tonight Future Hawk Night. It's Hustedde Gymnasium tennis prize. Thank you to all of our future Hawks who came to join us. The winner is Addie Rebling. Addie, come claim your prize in the lobby. Thank you.
We're just about ready to get the second half underway. Hope you enjoy the music from the Gibault Pep Band. And it'll be Red Bud ball to begin the second half. They try to go inside the hall, goes off his leg. Bollinger comes away with it for Gibault. Shot no good by Hanby. Rebound to Redbud. Cathell with the ball now. Guarded by Hanby. Spins, tries to scoop it. He was fouled on that shot attempt, and he'll go to the line shooting 2. Foul called on Hanby. That's his second. Free throw by Cathell. It's good. Second free throw by Cathell. That one's short. Green comes away with the rebound for Gibault. Hanby with the drive. That was Bollinger for 3 off the mark, but Jude Green was there for the rebound with the easy putback. 8 points for Green. Leifer with the ball for Redbud. Now to Fair. Now back up top to Cathell. Leifer again with the ball. Now to Cathell. Leifer with it. Looking for Hall in the center. They try to go to D-Wall. Stolen by Green. Nice, took way to control his body. Let the defender go right past him. And then gets the easy basket. Jude Green with 10 points now. 3 players in double figures for Gibault. 11-point lead. Fair with the ball for Gibault. Either pass or shot was blocked by Bollinger out of bounds. It'll remain Redbud ball. Cathell to inbound. They go inside the Hall. Backs in on Green. Now back to Cathell for 3. Good. Jude Green with another 3-pointer. That one off the mark. Rebound goes to Redbud. Leifer brings it quickly down. They go to Fair. He's cut off. Ball stolen by Scherf. He was grabbed. The refs missed it. Ball tied up on the floor. That'll go over to Gibault. Scherf knocked the ball away. A Redbud player grabbed him. The refs missed it. Luckily, Gibault able to tie the ball up and retain possession. Hanby with the drive. And moving screen called on Owen Scherf. His first foul, team second. Ball goes back to Redbud. Cathell with the ball. Guarded by Hanby. Dribbles around the screen by Hall. Drive along the baseline by Fair. Now back to Cathell. Now back to Fair. Tries to feed the ball to Cathell. Ball knocked out of bounds by Gibault. It'll remain Redbud ball. Cathell to inbound. Gibault doesn't guard the inbound pass, but they're able to get it to Fair. Tries the drive, gives it to Leifer. Looking for Hall in the middle. Now Leifer decides to dribble. Gets it back to Cathell, reset the offense. Gets it to Fair. Now up top to D-Wald. They went inside the Hall, back outside of D-Wald. His three-point attempt off the rim, no good. Ball knocked away by Hall from behind off of Scherf and out of bounds. They'll go back to Redbud. Cathell to inbound along the baseline. They go inside to Fair, now back to Cathell. Steps inside the three-point line. No good. Gets his own rebound, puts it up off the glass. No good. Battle for it. Hanvey comes away with it for Gibault. Quickly gives it to Augustine. He's called for the charge. Refs blew the whistle. Everybody was waiting for the sign to see which way it was going to go. Offensive foul called on Caden Augustine, his first. And the ball goes back to Redbud. 35-27, 4:30 to go. Third quarter. Three-pointer by Cathell, no good. Rebound to Augustine. Now to Bollinger. Now they find Drew Green for three. In and out. Looked good, but went in and out for Green. Rebound to Redbud. Easter with the drive into the game for Redbud. Gives it up to Sternberg. Ball stolen. Augustine, watch out from behind. And they're able to get that ball away. Augustine thought he had a free pass to the basket. Cathell caught him from behind, tapped that ball away. Now Cathell with the drive, loses it going up. Hanvey comes away with it, pulls up, good. 12 points for Cam Hanvey. 10-point lead for the Hawks. Sternberg with the ball. Gives it up. That's going to be the third foul on Hanvey. Coach not happy with him. Couple substitutions for Gibault. Scherf and Augustine head to the bench. Blank and Kessler into the game. Hall backs his way in on Green. Picks up his dribble. Goes to Sternberg. Puts a little floater up, won't go. Green comes away with the rebound. Goes all the way down court to Blank. All the way across to Bollinger. Thought about the three. Drives lane. Gives it to Green. No good. Unable to get the rebound. Ball goes back over to Redbud. Hanvey checks out. Caden Augustine back into the game for Gibault. 2:50 to go. Third quarter. Sternberg. Gives it up. They try to go inside. The ball stolen by Blank. They tried to find Leifer on the cut. Gibault cut it off. Got the steal. Blank now gives it to Kessler. Now to Bollinger. Tries to drive baseline. Cut off. Back to Kessler. They work it around to Caden Augustine. Brings it back out. Blank. Sorry, Kessler thought about the three. Instead gave it to Bollinger. Three-pointer now. Hudson Blake. Hudson Blake with the three-pointer from the far corner. Gives Gibault a 13-point lead. Ball swung all the way across the court to Sternberg. Drives lane. Blocked by G. Green. Cannon Augustine into the game for Ian Bollinger. inbound pass goes off the backboard. Went right back to the inbounder. That's Gibault ball. That's a turnover. Green gives it to Kessler. Augustine. Now to Blank. Now to Green. Go back outside. Caden Augustine with the turnaround. It falls. Caden Augustine with 13 points for Gibault as they extend their lead. Over and back called on Redbud. Players diving for that ball on the floor, but as soon as Redbud touched it, it was over and back. So that's a turnover to Gibault. Jude Green to inbound. Timeout on the floor. .108 to go in the third quarter. It's a 15-point lead for the Hawks. Three team fouls in the second half for Gibault, only one on Redbud. Exact opposite of the JV game. Redbud put Gibault into the bonus with a minute 20 to go in the third quarter in the JV game. Jude Green with the ball. Now to Caden Augustine. Gives it to Kessler. Back to Caden Augustine. Drives lane. Up off the glass. Lays it in. 15 points now for Caden Augustine. Easter with the ball. Now gave it to Luft. Drives lane, was fouled. Foul will be on Ian Bollinger, I believe. That'll be his third. Bollinger and Hanvey each with 3 fouls now for Gibault. Luft with the first free throw. It's good. Second one, no good. Cannon Augustine with the ball for Gibault. .12 seconds to go. Gibault holding for the last shot. Caden Augustine with the ball. 5 seconds to go. Drives. Up off the glass. Won't go, but he's fouled. He'll go to the line shooting 2 with 3.5 to go, third quarter. First free throw from Caden coming up. Spins out, no good. Scherf into the game for Gibault, placing Bollinger. Second free throw for Caden Augustine on its way. No good. Still a 16-point lead. No good. 16-point lead for Gibault after 3. Led by Caden Augustine with 15 points. That foul at the end of the third quarter was on Logan Cathell, his second foul, second team foul on Redbud. The Gibault cheerleaders under the direction of Miss Kelly Day. It will be Redbud ball to begin the fourth quarter. As we said, it's an absolute full house here at Father Ed Hustedde Gymnasium for this game. Gibault's led most of the way. Drive down the lane, put up and in. That was Nick Fair with the basket. Gibault goes inside to Hanvey. Turnaround, no good. Rebound to Hall. Brings it down court. Fair thought about the three-pointer. Took a step to the side and drained it. 5 quick points for Redbud. They've cut the lead to 11. Scherf with the ball, gives it to Blank. They go back inside to Scherf, back out to Hanvey, now back up top to Blank, now to Green. Inside to Augustine, back up top to Scherf, now to Hanvey, drives lane, pulls up. So 12-footer is good for Cameron Hanvey. Cathell with the ball for Redbud, gives it to Hall. Ball stolen. Near steal, Hall able to get it back. Sternberg with the ball. Cathell now. Sets up the offense, goes to Hall, top of the key. Now to Sternberg, drives baseline. Unable to get a good shot off. Hanvey comes away with it. Ball stolen from him by Cathell. Unable to get the layup. Blank there for Gibault. Timeout called by Gibault. Cathell with the pickpocket, but did not take a good line to the basket. Wound up underneath the basket, was unable to complete it. So it'll be Gibault ball. 6:06 to go in the game, leading by 13. Jude Green inbound for Gibault. Gives it to Hanvey. Guarded by Cathell. Hanvey dribbles right down. He was fouled on the drive. Foul on Easton Lucht, his first, team's third. Gibault to inbound the ball underneath the Redbud basket. Jude Green goes all the way up top, ball tapped away by Cathell, out of bounds, still remains Gibault ball. Jude Green almost ran into a 5-second violation there. Instead, Gibault inbounds from the near side, and Hanvey brings it across half court. Started by Cathell. Gives it to Augustine now into the game. Now to Scherf, back to Hanvey. Loses the ball on the drive. Turnover to Redbud. Cathell now, guarded by Hanby. Gives it to Fair. Ball stolen by Hanby. Drives to the basket, shields it, lays it up and in. Hit it, and the foul. That foul called on Nick Fair, his first, team's fourth. Hanby tries to complete the three-point play, no good. Foul called on the rebound after that free throw. Saw Jude Green, his second, team's sixth. Redbuds in the bonus now. Any fouls after that, they'll be shooting 1-1. Gibault not good from the free throw line tonight in either the JV game or the varsity game. They're struggling. Three-pointer. Nick Fair is good. Cuts the lead to 12. Timeout on the floor. .5:14 to go in the game. Hanby with the drive on the baseline, goes up off the glass, too strong, rebounded by Hall. Cathell with the ball, drives on Hanby, spin move up off the glass and in. Redbuds cut it to 10. And now a turnover called on Gibault. Sorry, it was a foul called on Hanby. That's his fourth foul. Offensive foul. Ball poked away by Gibault. They're able to come away with it. Bollinger now with the ball for Gibault. Gives it to Kessler for three. Good! Gavin Kessler with his first basket of the night puts Gibault back up by 13. Nick Fair with the three-pointer. Hard off the rim. Rebound goes right to Cathell. He puts it up and in. Devin Hall called for that foul. Fourth team foul. Bollinger with the ball for Gibault to inbound. Gets it to Green. Green picks up his dribble, gets it into Kessler. Kessler now, double team. Gets it to Augustine. Picks up his dribble, now back up top to Kessler, now to Cannon Augustine, now to Bollinger. He's fouled. Foul on Logan Cathell. Or Cathell, that's his third. Fifth team foul. Redbud giving some fouls here. So they'll be able to send Gibault to the line as we get a little closer. 3:35 to go, it's an 11-point lead for the Hawks. Sternberg and Lux check out for Redbud. They go, Gibault goes inbounds to Jude Green, guarded by Hall. He's fouled by Hall. That's the sixth foul now. Second foul on Hall. Next foul will send Gibault to the line. They inbound to Augustine. Brings the ball across half court. Drives down the lane. Blocking foul on that shot attempt. Called on Owen Lee for his second. Augustine will go to the line shooting 2. That's Caden Augustine going to the line. Both he and his brother Cannon on the court right now. First one is good. Second free throw coming up. It's good. Redbird with the ball, tries to go inside the hall. Ball stolen by Green. He was fouled. He'll go to the line shooting 1-1. Foul was on number 3, Logan Cathel. That's his 4th. Green no good on the front end. Ball goes back to Redbud. And Leifer tried to stop, pass, but he didn't stop. That's a travel. Turnover to Gibault. 3:03 to play. Oh, how Gibault's been shooting free throws from the line, I would keep falling if I were Redbud. Cannon Augustine gives it to Bollinger. Now to Kate Hanvey into the game. Hanvey drives, lays it up off the glass and in. Cameron Hanvey with 18 points for Gibault. Ball goes off a Gibault player out of bounds. It'll stay Redbud ball. Hanvey with 18. Caden Augustine with 17 for Gibault leading the way. Redbud inbounds. Then they go back to Cathel. Puts up a 3. Too strong. Rebound to Fair. Another three-pointer, no good. Rebound Redbud. That one goes up and in. Sam Easter with the putback basket for Redbud. 13-point lead for the Hawks. Green with the ball. Give it to Hanvey, now to Bollinger. Bollinger gives it to Cannon Augustine. Now to Caden. 1:50 to go. Bollinger with the ball. Gibault's got to make Redbud foul them. Either that or an easy look on the basket. They're in no hurry though. Cannon Augustine with the ball. Super fans with the chance. They finally get the ball to Green and he's fouled with 1:27 to go. That'll be the 9th team foul. That foul on number 11, Max Dewald. Jude Green shooting 1-1 again. Missed the front end last time. See if he does better this time. Correction, that's... misses it, but it came right back to Green. Ball tied up, it'll remain with Gibault. .120 to go. Jude Green with the ball. Bollinger with the ball. He's the one that Gibault wants fouled. A foul on Sternberg, his second. That's a 10th foul now on Redbud, so Gibault will be shooting 2 from here on out. Ian Bollinger at the line. He's only got 2 points on the night, but very good free throw shooter. First one up and in. Second one by Ian. Nails them both. Redbud player goes down on the drive. Ref's call jump ball. I'll stay with Redbud. They inbound. Cathel thought about 3. Said it's fair with 3. Partially blocked by Gibault. Caden Augustine came away with the rebound and was fouled. Foul was on number 32, Owen Lee, for his third.
Thank God.
First one by Caden is good. Bounced off the front of the rim and fell down for him. Second free throw coming up. Short. So it's a 16-point lead for Gibault, 54 seconds to go. Leifer goes down, able to hold his dribble, fair with the three-pointer, no good. Rebound to Scherf. They get it to Caden Augustine. Gets the ball across half court, and I think that's going to wrap this one up. Hanvey now. Gibault's just going to dribble this one out. 26 seconds to go. Ooh. 18 seconds to go here. And I think this is how this one's going to end. Gibault will come away with a victory in this one by the score of 58-42. Hawks take the victory over the Musketeers from Redbud. Leading the way for Gibault, Caden Augustine and Cameron Hanvey, each with 18 points. Jude Green with 10, Hudson Blank with 5, Ian Bollinger with 4, Gavin Kessler with 3. For the Redbud Musketeers, Logan Cathel with 13, Nick Fair with 11. Sam Easter, Owen Leifer, Devin Hall with 4 each. Trent Sternberg with 3, Max Dewald with 2, Easton Luck with 1. Final score again, your Gibault Hawks 58, Redbud Musketeers 42. This has been Todd Bisk, your voice of Gibault Hawks basketball online. Thank you for tuning in. Once again, congratulations to Terry and Steve Socek, on their induction into the Gibault Athletics Hall of Fame. We'll be back in a week or so with the next home game. I believe it's another week out before we'll be back, but we'll have that one live to both the JV and the varsity games here on the Gibault YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in. This has been Gibault Hawks Basketball.